Politics is often portrayed as a battle of ideologies, where leaders fight for the people's interests. But behind the scenes, the real power lies not with politicians, but with the money that funds them. Dark money, untraceable funds funneled into political campaigns, lobbying efforts, and policy making, has quietly taken control of governments worldwide. The question is, who really funds these governments and what do they expect in return? Dark money refers to financial contributions made to influence politics without public disclosure of the donors. These funds come from corporations, billionaires, and organizations that operate through nonprofit groups, political action committees, PACs, and offshore accounts. Unlike traditional political donations, dark money is designed to be untraceable, allowing powerful entities to manipulate policies while keeping their involvement hidden. One of the most common ways dark money enters politics is through super PACs, which can raise and spend unlimited amounts of money to support candidates without directly coordinating with them. These groups often receive funding from anonymous shell companies, masking the true source of the money. In many cases, a small group of ultra wealthy donors influences entire elections, shaping the future of nations while the public remains unaware of their true motives. But political campaigns are just one part of the equation. Lobbying is another critical tool used by dark money players. Large corporations and industry groups spend billions annually to sway lawmakers, ensuring that legislation benefits their interests. Pharmaceutical companies, defense contractors, and financial institutions all have a vested interest in government policies, and through lobbying, they can effectively write the laws that regulate them. When politicians rely on these entities for campaign funding, they become indebted to them, prioritizing corporate agendas over public welfare. Governments themselves are not immune to dark money influence. In many cases, foreign entities channel funds through think tanks, media outlets, and political organizations to manipulate policies in their favor. Countries seeking to expand their geopolitical influence often use hidden funding networks to support candidates, create propaganda campaigns, or stir social unrest. This raises serious questions about national sovereignty. If elected officials are being funded by foreign interests, are they truly representing their own citizens? The judiciary is also a key target of dark money. Wealthy donors and corporate interests have found ways to influence court decisions by funding legal advocacy groups and judicial appointments. In some cases, anonymous donors bankroll efforts to place sympathetic judges in positions of power, ensuring that laws and regulations favor their interests for decades. This silent manipulation of the legal system allows corporations and elites to shield themselves from accountability while restricting the rights of ordinary citizens. Media plays a crucial role in shaping public opinion, and dark money has infiltrated this space as well. Billionaire backed foundations and secretive funding networks finance news organizations, online influencers, and social media campaigns to push narratives that align with their interests. Through controlled media, they can suppress unfavorable stories, discredit opponents, and manufacture consent for policies that serve the wealthy few. The illusion of independent journalism is often shattered when tracing the financial sources behind major news outlets. Even grassroots movements and activist organizations are not safe from dark money influence. While many social movements emerge from genuine public concern, some are co opted or even created by wealthy backers to serve hidden agendas. Funding networks disguise themselves as progressive or conservative organizations while secretly working to advance corporate or political goals. When public protests and advocacy campaigns are funded by the same billionaires who control political institutions, the line between activism and manipulation becomes dangerously blurred. The consequences of dark money in politics are profound. It leads to policies that favor the wealthy at the expense of the working class, environmental destruction driven by corporate profits, and wars waged to benefit defense contractors rather than national security. It erodes democracy, turning elections into billion-dollar competitions where the highest bidder wins. Most importantly, it creates a system where true political power is concentrated in the hands of a few, while ordinary citizens are left with the illusion of choice. Despite efforts to regulate campaign finance and expose hidden donors, dark money continues to evolve, finding new loopholes and legal protections. Many politicians who promise to fight corruption are themselves beneficiaries of dark money, making meaningful reform nearly impossible. In a world where money dictates policy, true democracy becomes an illusion. Governments do not serve the people, but the invisible forces that fund them. So, who really controls politics? Is it the elected officials who appear on television and debate policies, or the anonymous billionaires, corporations, and foreign entities that finance them? Until dark money is fully exposed and removed from politics, the answer remains the same. Those who hold the money hold the power, and the true rulers of the world are the ones we never see.